Thanks for joining me. I have with me here today Chris Okesin. Chris Okesin, you are welcome to my program today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll be talking about masturbation.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know that in our society we pretend a lot. This topic, some people see it as a controversial topic. What do you think about it? Do you think it's good to masturbate?
If you ask me, masturbation I will take it in two ways. If you give me two options of masturbation, instead of you to masturbate or to have another affection with someone else, either the male or the female, very paraventure when the man travels or the woman travel, maybe you don't want them, not ask, instead of them to sleep outside or to masturbate, I will take the masturbation side, because the masturbation side, if you want to masturbate when your husband is not around, some spouse will let their husband know that, honey, I'm horny. What do we do? The husband can go advise the wife to masturbate. But if we come to the spiritual aspect of masturbation, I will disagree with you. Because one thing about masturbation, let's put the spiritual aside anyway. Masturbation is a spirit on its own. By the time you start, it's just like when you're taking cigarettes. You can't just start with a packet of cigarettes. You start with 1, 2, as you go along, before you know it, you get addicted to it. Before you know, you can't do it as cigarette. This is how masturbation is. So if maybe your husband or the wife, the man or the woman, they are far from each other,
Yeah,
then the man or the woman is like bringing an option of masturbation. Which, like, instead of you to sleep outside or to have sexual intercourse with another man, for the fact that they are married, okay, why not go on with masturbation? Then you carry on like that. But the disadvantage side is more, because by the time you get addicted to it, even when the man or the woman is around, you find out that you find more pleasure doing it.
Doing it, yes.
You know, both couples will be in the house or be in their sitting room watching TV. Then the man or the woman, either of them will excuse themselves, I want to make use of the toilet or the bedroom or the convenience. Before you know it, you start doing that. By the time the man or the woman, either of them will want, like, let's have fun, have sexual intercourse together as husband and wife. Before you could know it, either the man or the woman said, I'm tired, I want to rest. That will say that one of them has found pleasure in doing that. So now I'm getting addicted to it. But if you ask me deep inside me, I would say masturbation is not right.
Okay.
Because talking about spiritual aspect, it has a spirit on its own. If the spirit, by the time you start with it, the spirit will not, like, you don't come. By the time you get addicted to it, before you know it, you cannot do without it. Become used to you.
How do one control sexual urge? Did the person have option of not doing it?
You see, one thing about the sexual urge is self-discipline, I would say, because you see, sorry to bring up the issue of the men of God. Okay. You see on internet, this woman of God sleep with so person's wife, not even girlfriend, somebody's wife. And you find out that such man of God carries fire, well anointed, controls congregation. But you find out that they are still doing all those shit. And this is not one, this is not two. You see, this self-control is not by anointing, or maybe you're performing miracle, or you praise for long. Self-discipline is a choice, something that you've taken for yourself. Like, I don't want to do this.
Okay.
By the grace of God, you find out that you'll be able to stay away from it. But if you can do self-discipline, if you cannot apply that self-discipline, that's where it falls. That's why you see that if a man is far from the wife, or the wife is not far from the wife, if they have self-discipline, you can wait for your husband to call back. Thank God there's phone, video. You can do video on WhatsApp. You guys can talk, explain your feelings to your husband or your wife. You can talk over it, and
not everybody can do video call or WhatsApp call. How will the person control his or her sexual urge?
No, normally, even though they cannot do video call, at least they can easily call, normal call. They can talk at length. But I will tell you, video call is more preferable because now you're seeing yourself. If the man is far, so it's making you to understand that distance is not a barrier. So you are seeing where the man is. And when I traveled to Benin, I did video call with my wife, seeing my kids. Everybody would talk. After they slept off, we start talking deep. Because when it comes to such discussion like this, we don't say it in presence of our children. You understand? So video call is preferable. But if video call is not available, then you can use normal phone call to talk to your wife or your husband.
Video call can help, but me, I prefer if a man or a woman is traveling for a long time. I think if it is possible, you go with your partner. That is what I think. Because if you don't go with your partner, all these things may still occur. Even when we pretend a lot that we are not. I'm not doing this. My church doesn't allow it, or my religion doesn't allow. But we'll do all these things. We'll pretend. We'll do all these things behind us.
The truth is that not everybody, like a thief that is living well. We saw another man that is living well, thinking that man is still a thief. Likewise, a prostitute. Okay, let me come to this general Yahoo boy. If there's a way you dress now, put on chain, wristwatch, and all that, drive your car, the policeman will think that you're a Yahoo boy. Not know that you're a businessman.
Yes, that's true.
I've passed that experience a lot. By the time I open my boot, they saw the things I'm doing, show them my ID card and everything. You understand me? So it all depends. It all depends on you.
So what we need our viewers, and they need to understand one thing. This masturbation now, is it how do one control it? How do one control it, as in to avoid it when your spouse is not around? How do you control it? There must be a way you must control this thing.
Yeah, if there must be a way you must control it, like I said,
or to avoid it. If not control, to avoid it. Like me now, I said that I prefer one traveling with his or her spouse.
No, if you are traveling
for a long time,
Mr. Sonny, it depends on the movement. Not all traveling you want to make that you need your family to go.
Okay.
You're going for work. Okay, you work in an auction company. So are you telling me you're carrying your wife and your... No, it's not possible.
No, working in that...
No.
Okay.
The option. We have 2 weeks option. We have 1 month. We have 3 months.
That one is not a long travel now.
We have 6 months.
A woman can be here now.
A woman can bear. If a woman can bear till that 6 months, say woman can bear till 1 year.
What if you if one travels to oversee and you leave your wife for 5 years?
No, before you travel to oversee,
and you don't want her to cheat.
As a married man, as a couple, you and your wife, you have plan already. Like, I will stay for so year, you will come over, or maybe a year time, every 6 months, can be coming over. It all depends on the kind of movement. If you're going there to study or to do business, to also to work, so definitely before you leave, you must have understanding.
If the man, let us use man as a case study now. If the man stays like for 5 years, and the woman cheats because the woman does not want to masturbate, is it a wrong thing?
You don't need to ask me that. Even a baby can answer the question. It's very, very wrong now.
It's very, very wrong.
Very wrong. That's why I told you that I choose masturbation. I prefer masturbation to.
So okay.
To that to this one.
So a woman that is in that type of condition should it's better the woman masturbates now.
Yes, it's better the woman masturbate. But if you travel for long, like staying up to 5-6 years, as long there's communication, my brother. Where the thing fails now, if there's no communication,
say some
the woman will be thinking otherwise. But now that if you guys are communicating, the best thing as a wife, true.
Yeah.
You share ideas. Both of you will share ideas together. So you don't keep it to yourself. So definitely, if the man wants them to come over, fine. If he wants to come meet them up in Nigeria or whichever way, they look towards it, they'll plan it together. That's why they're husband and wife.
Okay.
But left for me, sorry to cut you short, left for me, I
yeah.
cannot stay up to 5 years leaving my family house. Before at least highest 2 years, there must be a way out for me to either bring them in or I'll come around.
Okay. Like I want you to advise our viewers for those that cannot be up to 2 years. Some people cannot be up to 2 years. Even when you do video call, the woman will seem satisfied. I want you to say about to tell our viewers what a person in such condition will do, so that we'll leave it here.
I know my advice now will look funny, but it's real.
Okay.
If you are horny as a woman or a man that you cannot control the urge, you bathe warm water. Follow up with your husband. Like I said, always make him understand, know the situation you are passing through.
Okay.
But no, where this thing can go wrong, whereby if you are having such pattern of lifestyle, or you are passing through this kind of experience, you are not sharing this with your husband. That's why before you know, friends will come in. You say, oh wow, you be stick, you be this, you be that, give you wrong advice before you know you go astray. But whereby you share, let your husband be your gossip mate. I'm sure the urge will calm down. Then to circle it all, if the urge is much, go and bathe warm water. You'll be fine. I know it's funny, but it's part of the experience anyway.
It's all right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Thanks, Engineer Chris Okesin, for being here with me today.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. If it's your first time of watching this program, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you and see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.